push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
I don't want to see absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, practice LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to land.
I got you. Mike 55. Hey, eat. All day.
Darnold on first down. Throw complete to Herndon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's
a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At their 48-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Bell. Carry there by Le'Veon Bell. And he's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing, and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's got Denzel Mims, the rookie from Baylor. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
7-yard pickup.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Darnold from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Now Bell. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Bell, the ball carrier.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll try again with Bell. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gore. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
Point after.
The touchdown giving them the first-quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Tua going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. For the first time here with Matt Breida. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Jets 7, Dolphins nothing.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Tua. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Quinnen Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3 and out.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point safely through, and it's now 14-0. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st down, Miami.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Breida. And some room to maneuver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
21 yards.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
Tua on target here to Wilson. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with a former Bear and Eagle. It's Jordan Howard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Adam Shaheen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Returnable here for Davis. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
51 to Mike. I got you, son. Let's go.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He'll air this one out from Mims. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, it's Bell. Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one.
In on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Let him know. Let him know. Lady, watch twits.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Off of play action, Darnold. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. He's got Herndon, his tight end. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
51 Mike.
To the air again, Darnold. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Wilson.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Tua to try again on second down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down, Dolphins.
57's the mark. Mark 57. Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball.
From midfield, here's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
53. Tackles. Check. 53's mark. Check. 53's mark.
Tua now on first down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown.
Sanders for the extra.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
14.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 12-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Mike 51, you ain't going nowhere.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They run again with Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
He was tackled.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Matt Breida.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 51. Check. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. On first down, here's Breida. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Dolphins.
Here's Breida. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 29-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
The 49-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 5 lady. Here we go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch this.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
10 at the 29-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing again is Darnold. A screen to Bell. Fights loose. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Not much there, only a yard.
1 yard gain.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. The Rashad Perriman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Dolphins 31, Jets 28.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, 57 yards. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Now Tua, a big spot for the rookie from Alabama. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's Tua's running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Catch made right side by Wilson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
1st down, Miami.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Parker left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. This is Breida. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They run with Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw is Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Touchdown, Miami.
Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Off of play action, Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. And finally he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
4 at the 9-yard line.
This is a second and 4, ball at the 9. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. This offense once trailed by 2 touchdowns. Now they've got a chance to take the lead. First and goal. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And to the left side here, Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Breida on the carry.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
He was brought
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. First throw of the OT session for Tua. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. will give running left is Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all time. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Final score,
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Miami, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.